Hey guys, welcome to another great adventure in theming things. We are starting to get ideas. We're starting to collect stuff. We're thinking in our heads about our place, our time, our period of interest, and we're collecting a bunch of stuff so we can build something from that place. So I was looking around the yard thinking, what can I build? What can I make? What can add to this place? What can add to the fun, whimsical feeling of this place? I do have a lot of little areas where my themes vary from, say, the Old West, maybe to Old World Europe. We have some places that are fantasy, and you know, there's other little nods here and there from various places. I am kind of intrigued with one little detail that they have at Disneyland, and that is The Little Man from Disneyland. It was a children's book that came out in 1955. But as a tribute to him, they actually do have a little place. I don't want to give away the ending of the story, but basically he still lives at Disneyland in, I'm not going to tell you where. You have to go there and find it yourself. It's on the internet. You can find it just fine, I know. So I'm being inspired by that idea of having like this little man living in a tree over the house. And here's the tree that I'm going to build a little house for my little man of Schaubmayer land. And as you can see from the pictures from the actual Disneyland version, there's basically a window, a door, a little chimney. Not too much there. But my inspiration, of course, I don't want to just copy what somebody else has done. I want to look at original sources myself. I want it to be somewhat unique. I am going to be looking at some traditional windows and doors and thatched roofs and whatnot. I'm not going to go too crazy. This is more about the demonstration of building than anything. Let's take a closer look at what I have to build with. When I went scavenging through a lot of my stuff, I was thinking about my theme, always having that in the back of my head. And the theme, of course, was this kind of cottage look, European cottage look, fantasy-ish. So I was looking for a few particular elements: window, door, lantern, and a little stovepipe of some sort. So some of the things I do have are pipes, copper pipes. These were remnants. This is kind of big, probably not going to be used. I also like a lot of these little caps and whatnot from tubes. This I saw, these I had, and these look like, I don't know. I don't know what these are for. But they kind of look like roofing shingles, kind of like corrugated, miniature corrugated metal. I think it is a knife of something blade or whatnot. But if you put them together, suddenly you can have a little canopy, almost like shingles or tiles. Okay? So this is really what I'm talking about, repurposing elements that you wouldn't normally consider this to be a roof, but why not? So look at what a great pattern is there. That could almost be a tile floor. A little paint, a little imagination. This could be a canopy. Imagine this as a awning or something. Okay. Again, if you're going to be doing a canopy, maybe don't look at this like as a bottle. Look at this as maybe a form, a shape. I could cut this here. I can cut that there, and suddenly I have this great form there. All right, let's see what I can come up with. little lamp from yesterday. Today I'm going to paint it up. The putty has set. That's all crooked and weird. Paint that up and figure out how to mount it. Okay. And then the probably the last thing I want to do for this little cottage is to create a window for it. I found some caps, some weird clear caps, including this great bubble one. It has a little break in it. I like it that it's all damaged and whatnot because it's kind of frosted because of that. So what I'm going to be doing is going to use some of these pebbles. I'm going to probably use the top of this container, cut this off so I have a area for the pebbles to be adhered to. Alright, I'm finally starting to get a little somewhere. I'm gonna do a few things right now. I'm gonna show you my little window, or dome window. It's got a little rock surroundings and some bark. I did do it on a curved surface taken from that apple juice bottle. I'll probably give the back a bit of a paint job just to kind of hide maybe some of the glue and some of the plastic. Okay. I found this piece of wood which just came off of, I don't know, some firewood I had. I did do a little sanding, and you will see how this will become a landing platform for my little tree house. This is going to be painted very soon. Here is the stove pipe stack. I decided to cut the one side a bit shorter just because I like the aesthetic better. I'm going to go ahead and put on the cap. I'm going to put it on at a funny little angle and then put it against a plate. I'm going to actually cut this down a bit. Alright, here we go. So. Alright, time for the painting. I'm going to give everything just kind of a rustic bronzy look, stovepipe black, and I'm not going to paint this at all because it's wood and it's beautiful. So I'm just using a little bit of acrylic paint here. Nothing too fancy, not too much. A little bit of brushed copper here. I used to have a tube of just regular old bronze paint, but I don't right now, so I'm gonna make it. There's a little bit of burnt sienna. You don't have to use these exact colors. I like that look, so I'm going more for dark. I just want to show you how it's gonna basically blend everything together, and what looked like a bunch of pieces that didn't really match, it's actually going to look like it matches. The little copper wire I used will naturally age, so I'm not going to bother with that too much. A little highlight here and there. I'm dry brushing a bit. What that means is I take most of the paint, I take a lighter color, take most of it off of the brush and lightly stroke over the object. And it's starting to look kind of like an old lamp. And paint just kind of helps to, even though rocks naturally are beautiful, this is our fabricated landscape, so if you want to dry brush a little bit of aging or dirt on there, then it's your sculpture. It'll be fine. There it is. Painted pieces. Let them dry. And let them dry, and then we'll put them and assemble them and make a little Man of Disneyland, little Man of Schaubmayer's house home. Alright, so here it is. Little home in the making. Got a few elements here. Got my window. Got a little landing and stovepipe and a lantern. This is going to be my door. Gonna make a little door handle. Didn't make a ladder yet. This is just a Playmobil ladder. It's a toy ladder. Kind of works for now. In order to make this semi-permanent, I'm just going to tack little nails, non-rusting nails into the tree. It's a good sturdy tree. It's you know, been here for a while, so a nail in it is not going to destroy it. So here's my first element. I already kind of pre-fit the little landing, the window. The lantern's going to go above here, and the stovepipe on this side, trying to make them a little off-centered. I try to find little areas where it kind of fits into the landscape of it. I'm going to put a little nail here, dab some hot glue on there, and just kind of hang it like a picture frame. I kind of pre-fit it. I know that I only want to get like one nail in there. Looks kind of cool. But I also know the nail is going to come through here, so I made this little piece of, whoops. So I made this tiny little twig with a hole in it, so it looks a little more, I don't know, authentic. Doing there, Luke?
I am just watering the flowers.
Hey, Luke, let's go and find the little house in the tree, okay?
Okay.
Go for it.
Oh my God. This is the Leprechaun's house.
that cool?
Yeah. You just create it. Take the door.